I don't want to speak on specific situations and say names with what you know what I'm thinking about, but I do want to say that I admire the way certain people handled a certain situation tonight on a podcast, whatever, a channel, with integrity, and I feel the approach was proper and all that. You know what I mean? Same time, I don't know what's true and what's not, but I'm saying it sounds like what's being said is the truth. But the approach and the way that it was handled, I approve of the way it was dealt with. In a sense where it could be handled a lot worse, like the way it was handled was in a way where there doesn't have to be any real negative consequences anywhere, and actually there's room for good things to happen, and nobody's perfect, and I know I'm not perfect, and I want to say this: it's hard actually. I'll just speak for my situation. It's hard in the sense that I don't really have anybody telling me where I'm wrong, and I know I'm not perfect, so I'm wrong, in this way or that way, whatever, but I don't really have anybody telling me that I'm wrong, so when you don't have anybody to correct you, that makes it tough, because that leaves it all up to yourself to make, you know what I'm saying, to correct yourself, and that can be a real bad thing depending on where you're at, I guess, right? I don't think I'm in too bad of a spot that as far as that goes, and morally and mentally and all that. I don't think I'm in, outside of that. Fuck, man, I always in a real bad spot, but but mentally and morally, I think I'm pretty good, but I don't have anybody to really say, hey, I think you're out of line on this or that, and I kind of wish I did at sometimes, but it would have to come from someone that, I feel has room to speak it, I guess, right? Not necessarily though, because if they're right, they're right. And I think if I'm wrong, I don't know. I think I could take criticism and absorb it and admit that I'm wrong. But it's hard to say that, because if you're wrong and you still think you're right, well, then you're going to believe that, but even though it's wrong. So it's I don't know, man. I just don't want to see all this. Life is too hard, man. We don't need to make it harder. There's a lot of people out here in this life, in this world. Almost everybody's out here trying to make life hard for everybody else, man. And we don't need that. Anytime we can get people that are on the right side of things, with the right mentality, the right intentions, and the right mind, the right morals, and have I don't know what to call it, a really good, well set plate, a nice full course meal, that they have to offer as far as the community or a community or other people, without any of the fuck shit, then that's the kind of shit we need to embrace, strong, because there's only so much. That's what it's all about, man, in my opinion. But I don't know. And I really don't want to be sitting here talking down on people, calling people out constantly. Oh, you're full of shit. No, unless they are, and they got it coming, unless they just, it depends. But it's nice to have some positivity flowing in the atmosphere, damn.